Hi, could you start by telling us a bit about yourself and your role in your institution and in INGENIUM?
Yes, good morning. Thank you for the hospitality here in Bulgaria, in Sofia. My name is Stamatis Papadakis. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Crete in Greece. I work in the Department of Preschool Education, and my field is educational technology. I study how teachers and young children, of course, use digital tools, mobile learning, and now artificial intelligence. And in INGENIUM, I take part in the staff and teaching activities, and I share methods from my work with colleagues from other universities in INGENIUM.
What did you focus on in your session at the Staff Academy?
Yes, my session was about a very simple question. Can a teacher who cannot write code still build a small learning app, a micro app? I saw how a teacher can use artificial intelligence to create a small educational app or micro app by describing what they need in plain or natural language. And in this demonstration, we did not focus on programming at all. We focused on the teaching decision behind the tool. The teacher stays in charge of the quality, what UNESCO calls human-centered, human in the loop.
Why is this topic something educators should really care about right now?
Yes, this is very important for me. What I have realized is that many teachers have very good ideas for digital tools, but they face real barriers to how to implement it. For example, they have no coding background, little time, of course, and no money to buy sophisticated tools to create apps. On the contrary, AI changes this starting point. A teacher can now describe a need with a prompt, get a working draft in minutes or even seconds. So the skills that matters is not longer writing code for the teachers. On the contrary, for teachers, what is important is knowing what to ask for and judging it if the result is good enough or not. This is happening now. So teachers need to learn how to do it well.
What were the key ideas or takeaways you shared?
Yes, I shared 3 steps. First, start with the teaching goal, not the tool, not the AI tool. Second, write a clear prompt that describes the learners, the goal, and the limits. Third, test the result and then decide. This is the most important part for me. Keep it, fix it, or even reject it. The main message is simple. AI, of course, can lower the technical barrier, but it cannot replace the teacher's judgment, experience, and knowledge.
Was there anything that surprised you during the discussions with participants?
Yes, what often surprises people is how fast the first app appears on the AI system after the prompt, and then, this is also very important, how weak it really is when you look closely on the micro app. The first version usually has too much text, for example. Small buttons or feedback does not help learning, especially when we are talking for young age children. So the surprise is not the speed, but the surprise is how much human work is still needed after the AI gives an answer.
Thinking about impact, can you give an example of something that has already changed or could realistically change because of this work?
Yes, I will be honest and I will not overclaim. I cannot get point to measure results from this workshop because this is a short section, 90 minutes. But I can describe a realistic change I noticed. In my teaching at the University of Crete, future teachers, my university students, now move from being users of ready-made tools to making small tools for their own needs on their own. And the realistic change I have noticed is a shift in confidence and mindset, of course. A teacher who once said, I cannot make digital tools, now starts to say, I can make a small one, and I can judge it if it's good. This is a change I expect to see, and this is the one worth measuring after all.
What kind of difference do you think this could make for teaching or even for students learning?
Yes, for teaching, it means teachers can make small tools, micro apps, that fill their exact classes, language, and age group instead of forcing a general tool to fit. For learning, it means that students can get activities that match their learning real needs. But the benefit, I want to be very honest on it, only appears if the teacher checks the quality. A weak tool made fast but helps no one.
Would you say this is more of a small improvement or something that could really transform how we teach and learn? Why?
Yes, I will be very careful here because for most teachers, this is a meaningful improvement, not a full transformation. It lowers, of course, a real barrier and changes how we can create tools. It could become transformative over time, but only with specific training, support, and clear rules. So, my honest answer on your question is, it's of course a strong improvement now we are speaking, with the potential to transform practice later if institutional support is properly enough.
And what would need to happen at your institution for these ideas to really take hold?
Yes, a few things, not on my institution, but in general. Teachers need short practical training and not block theory, of course. They need clear guidance on ethics and data protection, especially when they are using AI systems. They need time to practice, and they need the institution to accept these small tools as valid teaching work. Without time and support, it stays, of course, an interesting idea instead of a normal practice.
Do you see potential to share or scale this idea across other INGENIUM universities?
Yes, I think the potential is very good because the method is very simple and low cost. Everything is almost free. It does not need special software or a big budget. And the same 3 steps that we work on the workshop here, but also work on my university lesson, work in any subject, in any language. That make it very easy to share across different university, languages, cultures, educational systems, and on. And the main thing to adapt is the subject, of course, and the local context, and not the method itself.
What kind of collaboration would help move things forward?
Yes, a shared set of text examples would help a lot. Small apps that colleges from different fields have already made and checked and published online, of course, or they want to share. A share prompt template and a share evaluation checklist would also help. And short joint sessions where teachers from different universities try the method together and compare results. Collaboration on the checking part is more valuable than collaboration on the making part, as already mentioned.
Finally, how would you know this has been successful? How could we actually measure the impact?
Yes, I will measure it in a few simple ways. First, how many teachers actually use the method after the workshop, not just during it. Second, the quality of the tools they make, judged with the same checklist we used. Third, whether teachers feel more confident and more critical about AI output. This can be checked with a short before and after question, pre-post-test questionnaires, and so on. And in the longer term, whether the tools are actually used with students, what teachers observe, and I want to be clear as a conclusion. These are the things I will measure, not results I already have.
And to wrap up, what's one key message you'd like to share with colleagues who weren't able to attend?
Yes, my message is very short and very simple. Do not start with AI. Start with a learning problem. AI can help you build the tool, but you must define the purpose, test the result, and decide if the output is good enough or not. The technology is fast. The responsibility stays human.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome.